everybody, welcome back. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my 2018 favorites. So this is the third time I've done this video. I did it twice. The first time I wasn't really happy with it because I just got a new camera, so I wasn't really sure with the focusing situation. Apparently Panasonic does contrast focusing, so my background was giving the camera some kind of confusion. It thought it was going to focus at the back and focus my face, so I wasn't happy with that and I filmed it again. And the second time I filmed it, I accidentally deleted the footage. So this is the third time I'm filming it, and since I'm doing this for the third time, I kind of streamlined my favorites again. So I downsized one more time because I really want to show you things that I have truly loved this year. I'm going to start off with makeup first because I picked the items that I have truly enjoyed this year. So let's start off with the lipstick that I'm wearing. This is the lipstick from Decay. This is the color Temper. It's a comfort matte lipstick, and this is the color that makes my lips look so, I don't know, I really like this color. It brightens up my complexion, it makes my teeth look wider as well. And I'm gonna just swatch it here. It is such a beautiful, kind of like a brick red, but with a bit more, I don't know, more of a bluish tone. So it doesn't have too much orange in it that makes it look too orange. Too much orange in it, makes it look too much orange. It's weird, okay? But I mean, it just looks really nice. So this is the color that I have been wearing quite often this year. And you guys know I'm not really a red lipstick kind of girl, but I have been trying to be a bit more bold. So this color has been popping up a lot, and every time I wear it, you all always compliment me on this lipstick, and this is the one. This is the Decay color in Temper. Then, this is a recent discovery for me. This is the Chanel's No. 5 lipstick. So I want to give this an honorable mention because ever since I got it, I have worn it so much. I think it is one of my few red lipsticks that I keep thinking about, okay, I'm going to wear this red lipstick, because it is like a very classic, glamorous red color. So let me swatch it beside the Temper color. And you can see it's at the top. So you can see that the Temper, even though it has a bit of an orange tone to it, it still looks quite red, but the top color from Chanel is more bluish. It definitely has more of that bluish tone to it. So this color, this red color from Chanel, makes my teeth look like sparkling white, which is not sparkling white, right? I mean, our teeth is not like white. So this really makes it bright and makes my complexion look good. So the reason I've been more adventurous with my lips, especially in the second part of the year, is because I have been getting a lot of itchy eyes. So I think if you saw my earlier Get Ready With Me's earlier this year, maybe last year, I was a little bit more daring with my eye makeup. I was using like more colors, more mascara and everything, and less of the lip color because I didn't want it to be too, in your face. But yeah, in the past 6 months, I have been getting a lot of itchy eyes. Like I keep rubbing my eyes, and not infection, but just my eyes have been really sensitive and watery. And also because I wasn't wearing much eye makeup, I decided, okay, well, keep it simple on the eyes and keep it a little bit more bold on the lips. So I have been really enjoying wearing brighter colors on the lips and being really lazy with the eye makeup. Though I still love my eye makeup, but yeah, I'm just super lazy right now. Okay, so moving on, I've got one more lip item, and this is something that I absolutely recommend to any of you who are traveling and are looking for something that is like super hydrating for your lips. This is the Bite Beauty Agave lip mask. Now I'm putting this in this year because every time, well, I've traveled a few times this year, but the one time that I traveled to the UK in September, my lips were perfectly fine. I didn't get any kind of windburn. It was so cold, but my husband and my brother got like chapped all over the lips outside of the rim because the wind was so strong and cold and it was cracking. But I had this as in my arsenal and it was keeping my lips so moist. And because it's pretty sticky, it's not like any ordinary lip balm. Even though it's not a lip balm, but I used it like a lip balm because it's so sticky and thick. Even though I'm moving and talking and drinking, I still had a little bit of that layer of protection on my lips. So this really protected and kept my lips moist against the wind. So my brother was like, give me some lip balm. I'm like, here, have this. This is so good. It looks expensive, but just a little bit, just a little tiny bit goes a long way all over the lips. So if you guys have a chance to get the By Beauty stuff, this is really, really, really good. To the eyes, even though I haven't been wearing a lot of eye makeup in the second part of the year, but I was wearing quite a bit in the early part of the years and early part of this last year. And the two mascaras that it's like my favorite, better than all the high-end mascaras that I got. Even though I didn't buy any high-end mascaras this year. Yeah, I didn't get any. Yeah, because these are just good enough. These are from L'Oreal. Both of them are from L'Oreal. This is something that you will probably, if you're living in Singapore or Malaysia, you can't get it at a drugstore here. If you go overseas, you can find this. This is the L'Oreal Voluminous Black. Hang on. Are you focusing? Yeah. Voluminous Black Mascara. This is like in the waterproof carbon black. This is really good. If you need waterproof mascara, this is super good. And then this is something that you can also get locally. This is the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise. Yep. And I'm just taking out two new ones because I was using one and that has kind of dried up. This, yeah, I've been using a few of these this year. So these are the two that I'm taking out to replace the old ones. And I love them. This is a bit expensive locally. You can probably get it online much cheaper, and I think you can get this online as well. I love these two mascaras. I need waterproof mascara. I don't have oily eyelids, but I don't know why. After about 4 to 5 hours, I get, you know, that kind of like, it starts to smudge along my lower lashes. And it's not that, yeah, it's not because I'm rubbing my eyes at time. It's just that, I don't know, maybe the humidity locally or something that makes it a bit more, I don't want to say greasy eyes, but it's like, it just starts to smudge at the bottom lash. So same thing with eyeliner. For my mascara, I need it to be waterproof. Water resistant, unless it's like super water resistant. Yeah, but oh, the only thing is, it's pretty hard to take off. So I need to use an oil-based cleanser and just like kind of work it into my eyes. Any kind of this micellar water, it doesn't really take it off. You need oil, okay, oil to get it off. So that's the only thing, but yeah, I need it. I was looking through all my foundations and I actually have been pretty promiscuous with my foundations, but there was one item that I kept going back to, and this is the one from the brand Hera. It is a cushion foundation and it's a Korean brand. I can't really remember if I mentioned it in any of my favorites video, and if I didn't, it's because it's always in my gym bag with all the rest of my makeup, because this is something that I use every time after I go to the gym in the morning. I will put this on and I always have a wonderful skin day. This is really high coverage, even though it doesn't feel like it, but it feels, once you put it on skin, it's like, oh wow, that's high coverage, and you really have to blend it out. But it's easy to make it become like medium coverage, and it looks so good as the day wears on. This has been the best that I've tried, and I've tried quite a few. I've tried Suwasu, Iope, Laneige, I've tried Chanel's as well. I haven't tried YSL's just because I think it's a little bit too expensive. If you're looking for a cushion foundation that is a little bit more high coverage, I really recommend you guys try this. They have a few range. I think I've seen one like in the purple box. The one that I have is the black cushion, and the color that I'm actually using it today. The color that I'm using is 23, and I think it's a pretty good match. I am really fair right now, okay? So most cushion foundations are more on the lighter tone side. Don't think they have a darker shade, but 23 is the shade that goes along with me right now. This blush from Thrive Cosmetics, oh my goodness, it is so beautiful. I have been really into these kind of pinkier blushes. I saw this one lady at the gym and she was using her pink blush just under her eye here. Very light makeup. She's really fair. Like I think she's even fairer than me, but she looks so baby doll-like, so Japanese baby doll-like. Ever since then, I have been obsessed about putting my blush like down here up to just here instead, because I usually put my blush this part, but I have been like putting it more on this side. And you know, it really depends on the makeup day. If I have a really good skin day, I can kind of get away with it. Otherwise, I look like, you know, it's a bit it kind of makes the skin look like it's falling down a bit. But if you have really good skin day or you have like high cheekbones, putting it around this front part of your face actually looks so nice. But anyway, because of her, I have been obsessed with pink blush, and I saw this almost half a year ago, and this pink blush is like the best. Okay, I had one more from MAC, but that was like a limited edition, so I didn't want to put it in my favorites. But this, oh my goodness, this blush from Thrive Cosmetics, can you see? They have like several colors. It's like, it's got the whiter color, which is a bit of a shimmer, and then a slightly bronzier gold color. It is stunning, okay? Let me just swatch it, and you can see it is, oh my goodness, the most beautiful shimmery pink. It is beautiful. This blush is so pigmented. A little bit goes a long way, and you can actually get away without using any highlighter. It is so beautiful on the cheeks. This is actually a replacement because the first one that was sent to me, I bought it from Thrive Cosmetics, their website, and I bought a few things from there. The one that came, because it's so finely milled and soft, was broken, okay? It shattered. Tried to put a bit of alcohol to press it, and it kind of still works, but I have lost all that kind of like streaks of silver and gold and, you know, shimmer and all. So I told them, and they sent me a brand new one. So this is like, oh, so good. It's not, I don't think it's so good to travel with because it's so soft, but I have been putting it in my gym bag, and so far so good. I am more careful with my makeup bag. I don't just like throw it in my gym bag. I put it nicely. I don't knock my gym bag around. But yeah, I love this blush. I've got two more items, and both are more of the shimmery powder products. Firstly, this Love Light Too Faced highlighter, Blinded by the Light. You've seen, if you watch my like get ready with me videos or my monthly favorites, I have talked about this highlighter repeatedly, and it is one of those highlighters that is, oh, so stunning. Okay, I'm not sure if that's coming up, but it is so pretty on the cheekbones right here. I'm not using it today because I'm using that blush, but a little bit goes a long way. I just use like one of those Real Techniques brushes, which is more a bit fluffy, and I really buff it out. So pretty. I look like I'm shining to the moon. So this is something that I have been using constantly, and I definitely want to mention it in my like yearly favorites. The other one is a Guerlain powder. Now this is a limited edition that I got I think it was last year or early this year. I swear I can't really remember, but I have been using it a lot. I actually have two. I have one in Malaysia, and I have one here in Singapore. It is, wow, it is one of those, ooh, okay, I've been cracking it a little bit, but it is one of those meteorites, you know, those pearl. And the reason I love it so much is because I am very yellow toned, and as you can see, they have yellow, they have also some more of a bronzier kind of what is it called, these meteorite pearls, and because of that, it's not too white on the skin. So I use a very big fluffy brush just to finish off my makeup, and I can tell you that day that I'm using this, I have such a beautiful skin day. It really meshes all my makeup together. I can just, you know, use some powder, some blush, a bit of bronzer, and like kind of like today, and I take a very light brush and I just use it to buff and make sure everything is like, it meshes and melts together. This is so beautiful. Now this is limited edition. Every time how do you say, this Guerlain comes out with new meteorites, it's usually with like a bit of pink in it, which is okay, or a bit of blue. It doesn't really go with my kind of skin tone because I am very yellow based. So whenever they come out with these more limited edition with the bronzier pearls, I always jump at it. So I actually have two right now, so I'm pretty content. The recent collection that came out for this Christmas had more bronzier shades, like bigger, like brown and gold ones. So beautiful. I was so tempted to get it, but I told myself I have two already, so I'm not gonna get it. Maybe when I finish one of them, but I think it'll take a long time to finish it. So if you guys are looking for something that is this kind of tone, look out for their limited edition ones. Comes out usually summertime and also towards the end of the year. There is something about this kind of more gold color that seems to come out during special occasions. So yeah, look out for it. It is stunning. Okay, stunning. Moving on to skincare, and I want to only share 4 items. 3 of them are with me right now. 1 more is in another place. I forgot to bring it along with me. Okay, it's alright. So the first item I think you all will already know is my SKII. This is the, I don't know when was this. This was like Chinese New Year bottle. So awesome. This is something that I use every single day for my skin, and I feel like this essence has really balanced out my skin. Every time I don't use it, sometimes like I think in the past week I was shifting, you know, packing my stuff and all, so I was not really using it, and I can tell you my skin feels parched and dehydrated. This makes my skin feel hydrated, it feels moist, it feels balanced, and I love this. Every time I feel like I'm going to be running out, I will go and buy it already. I'll try and get a backup. But this is a new bottle. I think, because it's red, I can't tell whether it's full or not because it's a glass bottle. I absolutely recommend using this together with the facial clear lotion. But if you don't want to get like maybe it's too expensive, I'd say just go with the essence. Have a good good toner that will remove any kind of dead skin cells, and then put this and it will absorb really deep into the skin. I really love SKII. I don't know what it is. My husband thinks it's just expensive water, but it feels good on my skin, so I love it. Sisley Black Rose Oil is something that I think I discovered in the early part of 2018, and this is already my 2nd bottle. It is something that, oh my goodness, feels so good as a nightly treatment. Just a few drops, and oils are something that I have truly fallen in love with this year. I have the Sisley one. I actually have the La Mer oil as well. I have not opened it. I'll probably start this year. But yeah, Sisley oil, 2nd bottle. I love this stuff. So freaking expensive. But I know that once I'm done with this, and I think when I'm done with the La Mer, I will see which is better. But so far, this is the first like luxury skincare oil that is, I don't know, doesn't break my skin out, doesn't make me feel like it's too thick and heavy and just sitting on my skin. Feel like it sinks into the skin, and then the next morning my skin looks so plump and hydrated and just youthful. I love this stuff. I just wish it wasn't so expensive. Maybe if I go overseas, like I don't know, Paris or UK, where I can get like some tax refund back. Otherwise, this stuff, oh, it's painful to the wallet. 3rd item, I don't have it with me right now, is actually the Drunk Elephant Night Serum. I'll just put a picture here. And this is something that I use every single night as a glycolic night serum that makes, you know, like kind of takes away all the dead skin cells off my face, and next morning I wake up with baby smooth skin. This is something that I know when I stop using it, very similar to my SK2, this few things, every time I don't use it or I, you know, kind of be a bit lazy with my night routine, my skin shows. My skin says, well, here's a bit of thicker, glumped up, like caked up skin. Here, have it. And I'm like, oh no, splash that SK2 on, splash the glycolic night serum on, and yeah, within like a few days it kind of rebalances itself. And this night serum is so mild because I actually have the Drunk Elephant Baby Sukari facial, which I like, but it is a bit too strong for my skin. I know that every time I use it, after a few minutes, my skin does turn a little bit red, almost like the Peter Thomas Roth's pumpkin enzyme mask or something. These are the 2 more heavy, thick and strong chemical exfoliators that my skin would say, okay, 5 minutes is more than enough. But the night serum is so gentle and so what's the word, like it's not mild, it's a little bit more than mild, but it does the job and it's good enough. So if you want to try a peel kind of exfoliant type serum, I do recommend the glycolic night serum from Drunk Elephant. if you're not used to it yet, like you have not used it before, you don't use it very regularly, maybe go a little bit every 2 to 3 days to build up a little tolerance to it before you go like every night. Because I know that some people have really sensitive skin, and you put a little bit, you might get rashes and red, and you might just, what's happening? So you do need to build a little bit of tolerance to it, but it's not so strong like the baby Sukari or any of those that have like 12%, 15%, 20%, like AHA, BHA stuff. Next item is, to me, a game changer for the way I clean all my makeup off, and I clean my skin so well. And one of the reasons why a lot of you have said, hey, your skin looks much better. This piece of cloth is, okay, it's a little bit bougie, okay. Lom Muslin Cloth or Muslin Cloth. You can actually see I've got some bits of makeup on it. This is something that I use, a piece of cloth that I use after I've cleaned off all this makeup with like a cream cleanser. Then I go in with a foam cleanser or something that's a little bit more bubbly, or not even bubbly, like a little bit more gel-like to just get that stuff off. And I go in with this, like with a bit of warm water, or just like, you know, tap water, and I give it like a very gentle rub along like ears, around the hairline. I still find makeup, but because it's got a little bit of very light friction, it also does a bit of exfoliating. And I tell you, every time after I double cleanse, and this is like my last wipe, my skin is so soft. It feels like that layer of dirt and makeup and dead skin is just off and stripped away from my skin. Now this, you have to be pretty gentle. Don't go like rah like this, because if you do that, you're gonna strip off more than just that dead skin cells off your face. You're gonna be like red and just inflamed. Just really gentle, like kind of like just massaging your face. It is so freaking good. It is just a normal 100% cotton cloth, but it's very soft and silky, so it's not rough. You know, there are some 100% cotton cloths, but it can be a little bit rough. This muslin cloth from Lom, there are other ones, okay, you don't have to get Lom, but it's pretty gentle, and it's very, you know, the threads are really fine. It is so good at cleaning the face, so gentle. And yeah, you don't need to use a scrub, you don't need to use those beads ones. I do still use them, but not as often since I have gotten this cloth. And yeah, you don't need to use one of those like Clarisonics and all. I feel like this is good enough. As long as you really like gently rub your face with a warm water, it is so good. Okay, this is old school cleaning. Moving on to my luxury and other things, I'm going to share with you a discovery for me this year, which I want to share with all my luxury handbag lovers. This is a wash bag. And as you can see, I've put all this stuffings inside, because this was actually a great tip that a good friend from Instagram shared with me, and he was telling me this is one of the ways that he uses to stuff his bag. Rather than stuff individual bags inside it, I would use it, so I'll show you. So this is one of my favorites. So instead of stuffing it like this, you can actually put the whole cloth inside. So every time you take it out, you'll be like having lots of papers, right? So you can actually use it and stuff like this, and close it. Is a little bit too big, but yeah, you can do this, and so good, so convenient, and absolute 2018 favorite find and discovery. And I want to share this with you because, you know, when we stuff our bags, I don't know how you guys stuff your bags, but this has been so good. It lets the paper breathe. You know, it's, if you put a cloth or towels or pillows, it actually traps moisture, and you don't want that into your bag. You actually want something that can absorb the moisture. So these papers do absorb the moisture, but if you have cloth and all, they actually absorb the moisture and keep it there. So it's actually not good for the bag. So you want something that can breathe, and this is such a fantastic idea. So 2018, fantastic tip. I just wanted to share this with you guys. And for my luxury bags for the year, this is the one that I'm picking. I've got two. The first is my Toolbox, Toolbox 26 Blue Thalassa in Swift leather. This is something that I rave and use and talk about. Oh, my cleaning, okay. That's my washing machine. This is one of the bags that I have been absolutely loving in 2018. I talk about it so much, I use it a lot, and I'm not afraid of swift leather now because of this bag. It has shown me that swift leather is actually not as delicate as a lot of people say it is, and it's not so high maintenance as you know, as we have heard about. It is really manageable and such a supple leather. So nice. I love this bag. Look at it. I'm squashing it. I just love this feeling. The other bag that I decided to put in, even though it's pretty new in my collection, is my Celine Box Bag. This baby, oh my goodness, I have been using it for 4 weeks in a row. That is crazy. Okay, I have not been able to put it down. So convenient, and right now I'm using it at the long length. I have kind of gotten used to the sharp bits that I talk about here. I am still pretty careful with it, and when I'm using it on my shoulder and it kind of digs in, I will do what I told you guys. I'll just, you know, push it to the back. Not as pretty, I know, but just, I love it. I love how convenient it is, and I have been more, I don't want to say brutal with the bag, but I have been a little bit more, I'm just using the bag, you know what I mean? I'm just using it. I'm not so worried about overstuffing the bag. So there are days that I really put a lot of stuff into this bag, up to the point where I'm like squashing it, like, yeah, I have been doing that to this bag. I'm just like using my whole body to squash it, because I want to use it like a bag, okay? Not that I want to abuse the bag, but I don't want the bag to be a hindrance to me. Like, I have to make sure my things are small, I have to make sure this. If I've got big things, this bag has got to fit in, okay? But obviously, back of my mind, I'm not going to put a big wallet or a big camera inside, but there are days that I put a few more extra bits inside, and it does get a bit more tough to close. So I would just press it and I'll squash it, and then once it gets in, I'll be like, yes, got it. Yeah. So far, I have not damaged the bag, and I have not gotten more scratches. Strangely enough, I have not been super careful with it. Let me just take a look. Probably I got one here. I've got a bump here. Yeah, there's got a bump there. But it's not as bad as I thought, because I have been really using this bag. Yeah, so anyway, this is the other bag that has been 2018 great finds and definitely a favorite. Chanel J12 is also a big favorite this year. Ever since I've gotten it, I have been wearing it non-stop. Well, occasionally I do swap out to my Cartier watch, but this is the one that I always seem to want to wear. It feels so good on my hand. It feels substantial. At the same time, it doesn't look, you know, too much. This is definitely one of my best purchases in 2018. I do not regret it. In fact, I hope one day I can add the white one. So absolutely love this watch. As for a smaller SLG, I've actually picked this little coin purse, which I got one for my mom as well. This is actually in the blue, like a navy iridescent blue with the champagne gold hardware, and I've been kind of enjoying this little thing. I always wanted a coin purse. I was thinking of getting this coin purse or the one from LV, but the one from LV was a little bit too flat. I like the fact that, you know, you could actually use this to put other things. And what I've got inside right now, so I just put all kinds of stuff. I put like my eye drops, I've got earrings, I've got some contacts, some floss, I've got, what else do I have? I've got, I've got a little nail clipper in there as well. So I always swap out the things that I have inside. Sometimes I'll use it for coins, sometimes I'll put it of, I don't know, earrings and my necklaces. So I have been really liking this. Another YouTuber, her name is Amy Jo, she had the beautiful Tiffany blue one. I was like, oh, I need one, but I think I'll just be too greedy if I have two. But I absolutely love this. It's so hard to get, okay? Yeah, it was so hard to get. I had to get my SA to get like another one and then order it for me and all that. So anyway, I managed to get one and I absolutely love it. Getting two might be a bit of a luxury, but yeah, maybe one day. So this is something that if you can get, if you want something really cute and pretty versatile, not too big that it will take a lot of space in your handbag. I actually really like this small Chanel coin purse. And the final item is actually a little bit of jewelry, and it's not my Cartier. Okay, I was thinking whether this is a favorite of 2018. It's not really, because I only kind of started to wear it. I love it, but I won't say it's like a favorite until I really love it. You know what I mean? Like, love it. So I want to tell you about this brand. It's Monica Vinader rings. This is one of the rings that I have. I have actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of her rings. I only have 2 with me right now. This is, I think, blue agate, and then this is another one which is a huge. This is another one which is a huge aquamarine cocktail ring. So pretty. I have a thing about rings, okay? I really love rings. I should get manicures and I should do up my fingers and all that. I love wearing rings. I like my fingers all like filled up with tons of weird, you know, they're all mismatched. I love rings. I love rings that are big and chunky, and I like thin rings as well. So Monica Vinader rings, I discovered it in 2018 and I have followed absolutely in love with her designs. Her rings fit so beautifully on my fingers. It is so hard to find this kind of stone rings that are flat against your finger. It's, you know, some of the rings, they kind of like bulge out a little bit too much, but it's flat. It also almost reminds me of the rings that Lisa Eldridge she wears. She wears like 2 of her rings on her fingers, and ever since I've seen those rings on her finger, I've always been hunting for similar rings. Of course, hers are really expensive, but these are affordable. They're like $100 or something, and of course there are more expensive ones, and her site always goes on sale. So yeah, if you're looking for some like simple, beautiful rings, she has some funky designs as well. Monica Vinader, they've got so many types of rings. So these are the 2 that I have with me right now. And I have another one which is similar to this, more green. I have one thin hammer ring, and I've got one more thicker one which I got from London. Alright, those are my favorites from 2018. I really hope you guys enjoyed the items that I've shared. If any of you do decide to try any of these items out, let me know what you guys think. And one more thing, I'm really sorry about the light going in and out, because I am sitting by the window, so the sunlight is going up and down because it is getting pretty cloudy outside. So I hope that when I'm editing this video, the lighting turns out okay. Otherwise, I might have to do this for the 4th time. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Till my next one, you guys take care, and I will see you then. Bye.